Jokic might be, at the end of the day, the greatest center in the history of the NBA.
Nikola Jokic has become an unstoppable force on offense. There is no answer for him, and his game has been so routinely dominant that we are starting to take it for granted. Jokic is simply a cheat code. He plays the game better than anyone else, and he makes it look easier than anyone else. To think Jokic, who has already won 2 MVPs, a Finals MVP, and an NBA championship, is currently playing his best basketball, that is a scary thought, but that is the reality. Here are the seasons when Jokic won his first 2 MVP awards. In the 2020-2021 season, he put up 26.4 points, 10.8 rebounds, 8.3 assists on 64.7% true shooting. In the 2021-2022 season, his second MVP, put up 27.1 points, 13.8 rebounds, 7.9 assists on 66.1% true shooting. This season, Jokic is averaging 26 points, 12.3 rebounds, 9.2 assists on 65.1% true shooting. You look at Jokic, he is arguably playing his best basketball right now. And when you look back at when Jokic won his first MVP, the Nuggets were the 3rd seed, and they were the 6th seed in his second MVP season. The Nuggets are currently the number 1 seed after Jokic and the Nuggets beat the Miami Heat once again. And in the midst of this Jokic run, I mean, Nikola Jokic is doing things that we have never seen before. In a win over the Toronto Raptors on Monday night, Jokic finished with 35 points, 17 rebounds, 12 assists, 6 steals, and 2 blocks. Per Basketball References stat head, such a line had never been recorded in NBA history before this game, making Jokic the very first player to do so. Before we continue, guys, please do me a solid, hit that like button and smash that subscribe button down below for more Jokic and Nuggets content just like this. Since the All-Star break, Jokic, he's been on another level. He is averaging 25.4 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 10.2 assists post-All-Star break, shooting it 60.5% from the field. In his last 11 games, the Joker has more triple-doubles with 6 than games shooting under 50% from the field, 2. That's incredible. And going back to the clip that I played at the beginning of this video, when Chris Russo said that Jokic, at the end of the day, might be the greatest center in the history of the NBA, and by the way, he did add that he thinks Jokic is better than Shaq right now, it's a given that Jokic could very well, when it's all said and done, be the greatest big man of all time. But how about Jokic finishing among one of the greatest players ever? I mean, if Jokic goes on to win another MVP, Finals MVP, and NBA championship this season, you're looking at a resume of 3 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, and 2 championships at 29 years old. That would certainly get the conversation heated, and that would have Jokic potentially enter the top 10 of all time combo. Now, I'm going to pump the brakes just a little bit, but right now, I mean, you look at Jokic, the way that he's been playing, the Nuggets are looking more unstoppable than ever. It's looking like that the Nuggets are destined to repeat, and you have a Nuggets team that is on the verge of being a dynasty, and Nikola Jokic is on the verge of being an all-time great. As you look at last season, the Denver Nuggets, they stumbled out of the All-Star break before they hit their stride. The Nuggets won 12-11 after the All-Star break in 2023. They figured it out, and they went on to win a title, having a dominant postseason run. This year, it has been the absolute opposite. The Nuggets have been on a roll since the All-Star break. They are 10-1 after play resumed, and the Nuggets' only loss came in overtime to the Phoenix Suns, and it took a Durant masterclass, or else right now the Nuggets would be 11-0 post-All-Star break. And the Nuggets, they have beaten the likes of the Boston Celtics, Warriors, and Miami Heat twice during this run. Jokic and the Nuggets are becoming an unsolvable problem. I mean, when you look at this Nuggets offense, it is a thing of beauty, and it is built on teams being unable to contain the Joker. And we've seen when Denver is laser focused and everything's being executed through Jokic, there is no stopping the Nuggets. They are a well-oiled machine. And we see it in crunch time. When the Nuggets turn it up a notch, they put teams away, and they do it better than anybody else. You look at the Nuggets, they have the number 1 seed, and with the way they're playing right now, they may be able to hold on to it until the end of the season. And If this team has home court advantage throughout the Western Conference playoffs, then it could very well be game over. Because the Nuggets, they only lost on its home floor once in last year's NBA playoffs, and it came in the NBA Finals. They were perfect at home in the Western Conference playoff picture. We are starting to see just how great Jokic and the Nuggets can truly be. We went from what ifs with this team after Murray's injury cost them a couple of playoff runs to now this Nuggets team is on the cusp of doing something truly special, and they're led by a very, very special player in Jokic, who needs to get a lot more recognition and attention for what he's doing, because Nikola Jokic, he is playing so well that it's almost like he's become underrated. And when healthy and fully engaged, no one can stop this Denver Nuggets team with Jokic leading the way. And that's terrifying for the rest of the league. The Nuggets, they are 21-6 against the Eastern Conference. They swept the Boston Celtics, a team that everyone felt was head and shoulders above the rest of the league. And, you know, a team that people think have the best starting five in the game. We saw they beat them in their building, and then most recently, they beat them in their own building. And both games coming down to the wire, the Nuggets showing that they are a cut above when it comes to late game execution. And you look at the Denver Nuggets last year, guys, through 66 games when they went on to win the championship, they were 46-20. They had an offensive rating of 117.4, a defensive rating of 113.2, and a net of plus 4.2, and they were the number one seed. This year, through 66 games, 46-20, 117.7 offensive rating, 113 defensive rating, plus 4.7 net, the number one seed in the West. So it's like a mirror image between last season and this season. The Nuggets core, since the All-Star break, Michael Porter Jr. is averaging 20.5 points, 7.6 rebounds on 54.9% shooting. Got Jamal Murray averaging 23.1 points, 7.1 assists on 52.9% shooting. Jokic is doing his wonderful things, as I mentioned earlier, 25.4 points, 13.6 rebounds, 10.2 assists. And Aaron Gordon, 14.4 points, 5.3 rebounds, 6.7% from the field. Good luck with that. Obviously, for Nuggets fans, they won this season to end the way last season did, with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets once again winning an NBA championship. Let me know your thoughts, guys, when it comes to Jokic's routinely dominant play. I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point. You got to give this guy the MVP. And the Denver Nuggets, if they continue to just press the gas the way that they have been, there's no doubt in my mind that this team will finish with the number one seed in the West. Having an MVP, having the number one seed, I mean, the Denver Nuggets are going to be licking their chops come playoff time. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more. That is it for me, Lucas signing off. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next video.